Councilor Murphy, if you could just please go to your desk. This is a serious environment. I call to order. I have to do this, right? I call to order the meeting of the Planning, Zoning, and Historical Committee of the Council. I'm not sure if you all got a copy of the agenda, the consent agenda. If you didn't, I'm going to start reading the items that are on consent. As always, if you want to ask me to remove any items, you just let me know, and I'll check with Glover to see if we can do it. That was a joke. Okay. It's in a bad mood, Mr. Glover. Okay. All right. BL 2018-1196. It adopts the 2018, 2019 through 2023-2024 capital improvement budget for 2018-2019. And we have an oh. Go ahead, Councilman.
Let me, Mr. Jameson, let me just make sure on this. By hearing this or doing this right now with planning and zoning, are we doing it in order to make it track? And does it need to be re-referred back to us? Because there's going to be, obviously, this is just the capital piece, but I mean, obviously we'll have, I don't know if there'll be another planning and zoning, so sorry for the, okay, so this is it.
This is it, because you have to pass this by the 15th. That's
Right.
why you're going to have the adjourned meeting on the 12th. So.
But we also have a special called with budget and finance and planning next week, so that's why I was wondering if it needs to be re-referred.
It's going to be referred to there anyway, because that's the adjourned meeting. You could certainly make that a motion here, but that's going to be the effect anyway.
Okay. Well, if that's okay, because we were told yesterday we needed to re-refer on a couple of things in budget and finance, so that's why I was asking, does it need to come off consent? If it doesn't, that's fine. I don't care. Okay. All right. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councilman Glover. And we have a proposed amendment, and I wanted to, I can make a motion, right? Okay. So I make a motion to adopt the amendment. Do I have a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Oppose? So the legislation is amended. Now we are going to vote on the legislation as amended, and I make a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Refer?
And to re-refer?
If you want. It's going to be re-referred anyway.
Well, Jameson is telling me that it will be referred anyway, so do you guys want me to re-refer it here or just let the...
It's coming back to finance.
Okay. So we are going to re-refer to the Planning Committee. So all in favor say aye. Aye. Oppose? Okay, thank you. All right, well, that was on the consent agenda. I guess I'll read the rest. 2018-2038, it amends an agreement between Metro Public Works and Century Farms, LLC for the construction of access roads connecting Cambridge Road and Old Franklin Road to the I-24 interchange at Hickory Hollow Parkway. RS 2018-1239, it approves an easement agreement with the state of Tennessee conveying easements for sidewalks, bus stops, traffic signalization, and drainage to the Metro government and the Metro Transit Authority for use in the Nashville Transit Signal Priority System. That looks really cool, whatever that is. Okay. RS 2018-1241, it amends an intergovernmental agreement between the Tennessee Department of Transportation and the Department of Public Works for the acceptance of all phases of work with the construction of the interchange modification on I-24 east of Hickory Hollow Parkway. RS 2018-1242, it requests that the Mayor's Office of Housing work with the Metro Council Ad Hoc Affordable Housing Committee to provide periodic reports on how the city is addressing the issue of housing affordability in Nashville and Davidson County. And the next item of the consent will be BL 2018-1192. It authorizes the acquisition of certain right-of-way easements, drainage easements, temporary construction easements, and property rights for purposes of the Belmont Park Terrace Sidewalk Improvement. BL 2018-1193, it authorizes the acquisition of certain right-of-way easements, drainage easements, temporary construction easements, and property rights for purposes of the Bell Forest Circle Sidewalk Improvement. Next one is BL 2018-1194. It authorizes the acquisition of certain right-of-way easements, drainage easements, temporary construction easements, and property rights for purposes of the 23rd Avenue North sidewalk improvements. Do I have a motion? There is a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Oppose? All right, so we're going to go to the items not on consent. First one is by Councilmember Syracuse, BL 2018-1139. It approves the Donelson Transit-Oriented Development Plan. Councilmember Syracuse.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have an amendment that I'd like to move.
So we have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. Any discussion?
Happy to talk about it if everybody's got questions. Obviously, I'm going to talk about it on the council floor tonight, but two basic things, fundamental things, I guess. It proposes a structure of the design review committee in the actual MDHA plan that, for lack of a better way of saying it, is a little more balanced between MDHA and the local community in Donelson. The other piece is language as far as the short-term rentals. There was a discussion at the Planning Commission regarding if one of the goals of a transit-oriented development district is to encourage affordable housing, especially non-owner occupied short-term rentals is kind of anti-productive to that. So depending on if it's depending on we need to look at the recent state bill to see if we can even do this. But I'm recommending that a conditional use can still be an owner occupied, but a prohibited use would be a non-owner occupied. So I do have that in there. And then there's clarifying language, I guess you could say, which is still work in progress, of affordable and workforce housing, and for the first 5 years, ensuring that we focus on affordable, and then determining how we're doing, and if we need to then at that point shift a little bit to include workforce also. But that's also work in progress. So we are making good progress. Because I've made these proposed changes to the actual MDHA plan per the state authorizing legislation, it actually has to go to MDHA to approve or come back with whatever their recommendation is. So with that, I'm asking for us to pass this tonight. I will be on our second meeting here in June, on June 19th. I will be deferring one, possibly two meetings in order for them to go through their process. So with that, I move this amendment.
All right, so any comments, any questions? No? So there's a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Oppose? It passes. Thank you, Councilman.
I guess I need to move it as amended.
Yeah, now we have to vote on the legislation as amended. Do I have a motion? Move a second. All in favor say aye. Oppose? What will I do with that, Jameson?
Move on.
All right. Next one. BL 2018-1191, and I guess Councilmember Connolly is not here, so I'm going to carry it. It authorizes Nashville Symphony Association to install, construct, and maintain underground encroachments in the right-of-way located at 1 Symphony. And there is an amendment, so I move in the amendment. I have a second. All in favor say aye. Oppose? And now I'm moving the legislation as amended. Do I have a second? Oh, sorry, Council Lady.
That's okay. noticed that there was something about not doing an underground vault and putting a monument sign instead, and just wondered if anybody knew what the changes were and why there was an amendment.
Anybody on planning can address that question?
I'm sorry, are you asking about what this mandatory is, or what is it?
I guess the
Purpose of
amendment,
it?
the amendment scratched out some things that had been in the original bill and made some reference to a monument sign as opposed to something underground, and I
mean, I know they are doing a monument sign. I will have to get back to you on what the amendments are. I can't
Okay.
answer what the amendments are.
all right. I'll support it. I'll just check with Councilmember O'Connell when he gets here. Thank you.
We have somebody in the back that is waving at me. I think you want to talk, right? Okay. Hold on, let me see. There you go.
I was just going to clarify for you. I was part of this. The language that was written in the bill was not consistent with the mandatory referral application language. So they amended the bill just to match the application.
Thank you. So I have made a motion to approve as amended. Do I have a second? All in favor say aye. Oppose? Come on, guys, you can be more excited about it. It's a sign of the symphony. No? Never mind. All right. That's that. The agenda is over. So the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for your enthusiasm.
Good job.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.org.